All right. Hello and welcome to episode 68. I almost said 69, but no, it's 68 of Salt Place Sunless. I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't have anything special planned for episode 69. I don't know enough about this game to the romance aspects of this game to play a themed episode of episode 69 because I don't personally care about romance. So, unfortunately, that's a spoiler for next week. Nothing special for episode 69. But right now, I am here in the Fathom King's Hold. Gonna talk to him to get the Father's Bones quest line continued. And let's read my notebook really quickly. The Admiralty wants me to go to Frostfound. I want to take the Navigator to King Eater Castle. The spies in Consheart need something, but I'm not sure what. I didn't write it down. I have Foxfire Candles so that I can explore the Nocturne and Mangrove College. Fathom King Father's Bones, that's this. The materials for the impeller are an element of dawn, a casket of sapphires, 40 Stygian ivory, the mechanic secret, and the unsettling sage, all taken to King Eater Castle. Last episode, I took a surfacer. I did some human trafficking of a surfacer to the Isle of Cats to get access to red honey, which I need to figure out how selling that works. And then the merchant wants spider silk, 21 of them, or 7 approved romantic literature, or 7 romantic literature. Right now, I think I have like 2 bolts of spider silk and 2 approved romantic literature, but I'm really not sure where else to get approved romantic literature, so I might go for the spider silk. That's everything in my notebook. Oh, and I need to cross this out, but I had the kid wanted to go east, but I took too long to figure out what it wanted, but at least I know for next playthrough. Or do you think I get the kid again if I do the Crimson, the fake Santa Crimson Jack? I don't remember what his name is. I think you can do that again. Whatever. We're here at the Fathom King's Hold. Lorcan's Port, named for that most enterprising of drownies. Phosphorus cells burn green. Somewhere below the king waits. Like an iceberg, like a bizarre master's scheme, like the Neath itself, the most of the hold is invisible. You see only a tiny portion of sculpted coral. The rest waits below the surface. The Fathom King's bone rooms and aquaria, his pearl snares and his dining chambers. Well, it looks like all I can do right now is compile a port report and then go dance in the harbor while I wait for something awaits you. What does shore leave do? Bad things. A ruby dream. Captain, I walked the shore at the edge of the coral caps. The drownies sported there. They called my name. They said I could join them if I partook of the feast. Their eyes were red pearls. Captain, I dare not sleep. There is such a hunger on me. That seems bad. But I'm gonna go dance in the port. Literally just like this. I'm wasting fuel, but my terror is really high, so it's probably not really wasting. A couple of times I think I've noticed my terror be lower than it should be. It doesn't look like this is what does it, though. There's somebody over there. swear I saw lights. Yes, hello. Yeah, calm down. Ha! Once again, we shall investigate the wreckage. Rescue the pirate poet. Yeah, we all know what we're doing. Dark drop coffee. We could run the boilers on this stuff, your second engineer remarks, if we run out of coke. He sees your expressions and hastens to add, we couldn't. Please don't put the firebox in the... Please don't put the coffee in the firebox, Captain. It'd be a shocking waste. And now, we will have an audience with the Fathom King. Ooh. All right. The Fathom King's hold. Descend to an audience with the Fathom King. The Fathom King is the lord of the drownies, those dead who won't stop swimming. By some accounts, he's the lord of all who die at sea. Bring him a story to tickle his curiosity. Speaking to the porter has the skin of a shark. She has a drowned woman's eyes. It is not permitted to look at her hands. Yes, she rasps. That story is sufficient. She opens the valves of pearl and permits you to pass into the conduit. The throne cyst. This is the salt-blown heart of the hold. The Fathom King floats in his throne, a gem-starred bowl of sea stone the size of a banqueting table. Excuse me. He's wearing a dressing gown of purple brocade, soaked dark with salt water. He leans his chin calmly on his hand. Beneath the surface of the water in his throne, his hidden regions pulse, constantly, insistently. Let's start with discuss the matter of your father's bones. Your complexity. I have a more personal petition. You know something of my father, or what remains of him. His complexity is watching you. His eyes are cold as polished stones, but a smile lurks at the corner of his mouth like an eel in ambush. We can either ask for assistance, speak of other matters, or say all this for the name of a mask. I'm gonna go for this, I guess. Ask for assistance. Your complexity. There is a question only you can answer to open the final gate of my journey to my father's bones. I ask this boon of you. Little favors. You are fortunate, the Fathom King announces. I have only a few small requests. Fulfill them, and I shall tell you what you need to know. Bring me the heart of a legend. Bring me a light from the sky. Bring me a willing guest to stay with me forever. Witness the end of the eldest among its kind. Bring me word. Bring me the fruit of an eternal tree. And bring me something scientific, modern. Cutting edge, I believe, is the term. My bride enjoys that sort of thing. He sits back, under regions pulsing with expectation. You seem quite capable, he adds carelessly. I'm sure it's not too much trouble. Okay. Ooh, okay, sure. Bear witness to the principal's end. How old was the principal's? The eldest? Perhaps old enough to satisfy the Fathom King. An ending. Hurry, it told me. My thoughts grow burdensome. And then, at the chess game's end, the disillusion. The Fathom King listens. A single tear rolls down his cheek, though his face remains expressionless. His chamberlain steps forward to remove the tear with a darting tongue. My bride's family, he tells you. They have long grown eccentric, and the principal's was the most eccentric of all. Yes, that is sufficient. Come closer, and I will tell you something of other disillusions. Nice. Okay, let's speak of other matters. Actually, I'm gonna be a dick. All this for the name of a mask? It's a high price. There is more here than you know. Visage is a nexus of competing powers, the masters, the snuffers, and now the widow. I will help you unpick the web. Oh, yes, but I will move carefully. He leans back. Besides, I don't get nearly enough fruit down here. Speak of other matters. The sea presses, the darkness seeps. Move on. Let's listen to a Chelanate envoy. A hunter in a shark skin is haranguing the king. Unpardonable intrusion. Our ancient rights have been impunged. King you may be, but not of the shell slayers. We will pay no more tribute. An abrupt end. The king makes a chopping motion with his hand. A tide of crabs runs from the shadows of the throne cyst. They're on the hunter before he can turn, but not before he can scream. The king watches in satisfaction as they swarm the hunter, snipping the flesh from his bones. Thorn-armored guards block the chamber door. When it's done, when his cries are long silenced and scarred bones remain, the king motions you forward. Take something, he commands. Let our justice be remembered above. You may go. Something reduced me with 6 terror, and now I have 70. Okay. That is all. I don't think there are shops here. Yep. All right. What do I want to do from here? Let me look at my... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Journal and write stuff down. I don't know where the list of things that I need for this went. Here. There we go. Okay. written that all down now. Let me think about this. I'm gonna go up. Is this Estival? No, Estival's up there. Okay. Those are the spider guys. So I'm gonna go straight up to the Melting Isles and then across and back to London. I think that's my move. The mists of the Sea of Autumn get into the eyes. It is not unusual to find yourself in unexpected tears. You know what? It already knows that I'm there. Loot and scuttle her. 2 supplies, 2 fuel, and prisoner's honey. Okay. I love the music for this game so much. I know I say that all the time, but it's because it's really good. Mangrove College. The wise and the wicked seek sanctuary here, where the fruits are plenty and the woods wild. A steaming sprawl of parasynthetic vegetation, and a village, barely a village, hold walls, roofs in disrepair, stilts leaning dangerously. It looks to have been assembled by drunks in a hurry. Dock carefully. We're gonna go into the Wispways. The swamps around the village are full of mud, crocodiles, and vegetable treasures, including the notorious parasite called solace fruit. The fogs and spreading branches occlude all light. Raise your lanterns high. You can leave at any time, but if you get in far enough, you'll generally find something interesting. The Wisp Ways, narrow waterways and quaggy paths, marsh lights and mud, now and then parasynthetic mosses like shaggy curtains, now and then a questing tentacle. Each event will take you further into the swamp. Go deep enough and you'll find something interesting. So I have 19, so I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go in at least 15 candles if I can, because I'm pretty sure leaving is just leaving. A calamity of ants. So I'll turn to leave when I have 5 or fewer candles left. A calamity of ants. Shining bodies burst from the pitcher plates around you. A thick mat of ants swarms in ambush. Flee! Falling behind. One Zaylor trips, and the ants pour over him like oil. His screams pursue you through the trees. Shrieking cockatoos. A shimmering web. Half-material strands of blue-black light hang between the trees. Something strayed out of the realm of dreams to spin this. Each touch drinks life. Find a way around. A long way around. You crash ill-temperedly through spined weeds and stinging mosses. Blue-furred apelings hoot mockingly. The mud bubbles like a dying soldier. Someone's missing. Someone's missing? Oh, this is going so well. A dribble of sticky rain. A conversation between birds. Birds are rare in the Neath, but the thickets here are full of feathered flutterings. These birds speak in human voices. Gossip. They're imitating the voices of the scholars of the Mangrove College. It's familiar, scratchy grumbles and rumbling complaints. You hear old crimes, new loves, hushed confessions of plagiarism. A soft phosphorescence. See, my terror went down at you. Does your terror go down when you dock somewhere? Is that a thing? I wonder. No one's orchard. The bark was scarified with marks resembling writing. A lump of flint lay at the base of the tree. Solace fruit. Was the flint a tool or merely a rock? It was impossible to be certain. The solace fruit, too, which grew on the tree, they are parasitic and they will grow wherever they choose, but their colors mimicked the bark. Perhaps this was their native tree. Impossible to be certain. Moved to a new area. Oh, did I get deep enough? I sure did. Okay. Let's pick up a passenger. Shady Sort to Gator's Morn. Okay. And let's gather some supplies. You don't have time to stop and rest, but you can gather plenty of supplies. The college members will grumble, but there's enough to go around. Wonderful things. Your crew strips a stretch of the shoreline bare. It'll have burgeoned again by next week. No doubt. I already have a port report here. Okay. And there's no shops here. Yep. With her, I might zoop up and go to Gator's Morn. I also want to see what Port Cecil is like. Having the principal's end happened and having some time pass. So this seems fair to me. Fingers on all the wrong buttons. Be quiet. Blue Scintillac is so useful. I'm so glad I got that. 2 supplies, 1 fuel, and 2 more fuel. Awesome. You know what? My suspicion in the Khanate is really high right now, and I don't have the materials to do anything about it, so I'm just gonna skip straight over that, because I ended up pretty far north anyways. Terror down to 65. Wisdom. The prison walls are mercilessly steep. Well, let's compile a port report. We do have a prisoner we want, but I really, none of my stats are high enough to even approach trying this. So, gonna check the shops. Nope. It's going to be really funny to me if I get all the way out of the Sea of Lilies before the Khanate song stops playing, but I'm going to fight this Moray, so I probably won't. I'm not just going to wait until my aiming reticule fills up. I'm going to wait until the blue Scintillac fills up too. Alright, for the beasts you want to be far away, don't you? I may have made a serious error. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's butcher it for supplies and occasionally other oddities. 1 unprepossessing mass, a hunting trophy, and a Stygian ivory. A curious sack. Slice it open. What's within? Stripped clean. A human skull? This isn't the Z-Beast's stomach. What is it doing in there? Like a seed in a gourd? Like a seed in a gourd. What a great thing for a human skull to be compared to. Alright. And now there's the bound shark up here, which I am also going to fight. If I see it, I guess I'm not fighting it. Okay, let me... Okay, my terror is 66 right now. Still 66. Let's gather intelligence. Still 66. I'm so confused. That was probably a new text for the gather intelligence. Let's explore the coral knoll around Port Cecil. Sea laps dark around silvery coral. Humps and columns rise from the coral, a bewildering maze. Go carefully. A raggedy fellow. Citizen, I'm a good seaman. I'm yours if you'll have me. Will you have me? I'm hungry. I'll work hard. He seems likely enough, if a little ragged and sorrowful. We could use an extra hand. We'll take him with us. Taking a chance. You won't be sorry. I'll work double watches. Ask anyone. They'll tell you I have a good name. Yes, yes. I just knocked my headphones off. Yes, yes. Eventually, you get him to stop talking. His enthusiasm is promising, if a little pitiable. There may be further effects from this decision. A skilled crewman. This is the sailor who came begging to you for a berth. He's done good work, this one, but he's keeping a little shrine to the salt, the nameless god of the horizon, at the back of the hold. I think somebody in my house just came home. I'm going to permit it. Out here, a captain needs all the help he can get, even from sad, strange gods of farewells. A breath of air. You let him keep his salt circle and his chalked arrow. That night, as you stand on the foredeck, a soft breeze comes out of the east, the salt's direction, tousles your hair, passes. Well, that was quick. I think that's all I want to do here, so I am going to end this episode and come back to you shortly. Goodbye.